So the NBA is trying to get weird, dropping the regular season down to potentially 78 games. All this is up in the air. It could not happen. And then they want to do a regular season, mid-season tournament, which can make the regular season more exciting because you could argue that the regular season has lost meaning. As far as why that is, I don't know. You can blame different sources. Reseeding the conference finals based on record. So if those rules were in place for these previous conference finals, it would have been Bucks versus Blazers, and then Raptors versus Warriors. And then the finals would have been Bucks versus whoever, if the Warriors would have been healthy, you know. And then we also have a potential little mini tournament at the end of the regular season where we have the 7th and 8th seeds, the 9th and 10th seeds, and it would be like the 7 and 8 seed play each other in the 7 seeds building, and whoever wins that gets the 7th seed, and then the 8th seed goes to the winner of the 9th and 10th seed winner facing the 8th seed, 7th seed loser. That was the most confusing thing I ever just said, but hopefully you get it. And, I mean, this is clearly an attempt by the NBA to make the regular season more exciting. The big thing with the mid-season tournament is, would the players care? Also, how does the schedule work? Like, are they going to have to redo... Like, are we going to get, like, a 30, 40 game schedule, and then it's tournament time, and then we have to, like, make the schedule on the fly? I really don't know how all that would work. But I assume that they would have that mapped out in some way. And the other question is, would the players care, right? I don't know. I mean, there's a chance teams would just kind of take the tournament off in a way. You know, they'd still sit guys and they have to sit them and all that. I really don't know. I mean, it could be fun. It would definitely give the NBA more opportunities for sponsorships. And you know they would big it up and there'd be a bracket all around. And there's a chance that if they went hard enough into it that we would all like really care about it. And in turn, more people would watch. Because really what the NBA cares about is getting more people to watch. They don't really care if the players themselves... Well, they care. I shouldn't say that. The NBA definitely cares how the players feel. But if the tournament is effectively just more regular season games for the players, and the fans are super into it, then isn't that mission accomplished? You know what I mean? Now, is there potential for teams to be getting kind of clowned if it's like regular season tournament winners, these guys, and now back to the rest of the regular season? Like, yeah, it could get kind of weird and funny and awkward, but I don't know. We'll just have to see there. I mean, the NBA is not trying to get me to watch games. And, you know, people who watch me, like, we're all watching basketball no matter what the hell's going on. They're trying to get the people who are weaving in and out of caring about the NBA until the playoffs start, you know what I mean? Trying to compete with the NFL and all that. And ratings are down and all that, and I mean, some of that was the whole LeBron going to LA because the NBA lost one of their biggest markets, which was LeBron on a team, because him going to the Lakers didn't double the Lakers' ratings, you know what I mean? The NBA also needs to figure out League Pass, because it really hasn't gotten much better. I mean, I've managed to make it work on my TV and stuff, but it is still a little annoying even for me sometimes, and I don't know, that's a whole different thing. We're getting into like NBA ratings problems, but I just hope the NBA doesn't think all this is going to fix all their like viewership problems that are currently happening. Anyway, if we talk about the playoff mini tournament thing, so the big criticism against this is single elimination or double elimination if you're a 7 or 8 seed versus playing an entire regular season, right? It kind of almost devalues the same regular season that you just attempted to big up with this regular season tournament, you know what I mean? And I don't know where I really fall on that. I mean, I feel like it could be a case-by-case basis where sometimes it looks really cool where there's this 10th seed that goes on some wild quote-unquote run. I mean, they'd win 2 games, but there's that. And then there's going to be other times where there's like a 7 seed who just got an injury at the wrong time, and it's like, oh, well, we were fine throughout all those games, but then our star player got hurt, and now this is stupid. We're not going to make the playoffs. You know what I mean? So it's I really think it could be where one year it looks cool, another year it looks stupid. There's even times it could do that in the same year where we're like, oh, this young team went on a run right at the end, and now they've got a chance, and then, well, what the hell, we'll say just some 6th or 7th or 8th team on the bubble, mainly in the Western Conference because the West gets really close. And then it's like you get an injury, right? And suddenly your entire playoff hopes are potentially dead because all it takes is 2 losses and you could be out of the whole thing, if you've already technically gotten into the top 8. So, I don't know. I think sometimes it's going to look great. Other times it's going to be like, damn, this team really just got screwed out of the playoff chance because of just a couple unlucky things here and there late in the season. So, I don't know. The NBA would be signing up for that, and it would potentially get ugly sometimes. And if a situation was peculiar enough where it was the certain team, certain player, certain timing, where it could be like, oh, what the hell, this is the worst thing ever. So, don't know. That could happen. Now, you could also just say, yeah, but it's already like that. If you get an injury late in the season and you're a 7th seed in the Western Conference, you're probably already screwed. You could be right, okay? Maybe I'm just worrying a little too much. But it could also be a time where look at the Pelicans who have had injuries all season. Maybe Zion, comes back at some point and they cling to the 10th seed all year. And then suddenly Zion's dropping like 27 and 15 and Ingram's going nuts, and suddenly it's like, whoa, the Pelicans got in and they won 2 really high pressure games. So, yeah. As far as the reseeding of the conference finals, I think it's cool. The only thing would be making sure that the NBA doesn't keep doing this thing where they want there to be a conference finals game every day. So they only give the teams a day off. Because, we look at, like, if it would be Bucks Blazers, you're going from Milwaukee to Portland and you just get 1 day for travel and then you're playing and then you're going back. With the 2-2, 1-1-1 thing, that'd be pretty rough. So, just if we give these guys like an extra day or 2 in there, then I think that is fine. So, yeah, I guess I'm conflicted. I'm intrigued, and I think it could potentially be really fun, but I'm also worried that it could be kind of stupid, where it's like, because of certain situations, a play-in tournament could look a lot worse than the NBA would intend. And as far as the regular season tournament is concerned, like, there's a chance it'd be really cool and everybody's into it. There's also a chance where it's like, what is this extra thing that we have to now deal with? So, that's about all I got.